Welcome back to Sunrise Daily. Yes, indeed, we're focusing on some of those issues as they are popping up ahead of the National Convention of the APC. We've got Honorable Meseko here. He was a member in the House of Reps from 2003 to 2007. He's aspiring for the position of the Publicity Secretary, the National Publicity Secretary of the APC. Thank you for coming on this morning.
Thank you, Chairman.
It's interesting, even though the last speech band there was talking about solution to that may be beyond, it could be a political solution, but looking at that particular one, do you think that, certainly that's not the last you will hear of that matter. Yeah. And it's going to be very tricky because the current leadership on their way out, and then who knows when the new leadership comes up, how are they going to handle it? So this is going to be a huge headache. Do you see your party surviving handling this particular matter in terms of the implications in the Southeast?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I can assure you that my party, the APC, will survive this. You see, we are in a nascent democracy, and these things are bound to happen. Crises within a political party, I mean, all over the world, even in Britain, in the United States, in the Congresses, the various, legislative houses, all over the world, you find things like this. But at the end of the day, reasons will always prevail. In the particular case of this, I know that June 23rd will sort all these things out, because most of these candidates, will be voted for on the field.
Isn't the party supposed to sort all of this out before you proceed for the convention?
Oh, yes, already. I mean, the party has put up internal mechanisms, to sort some of these things out. For instance, there are some states right now that I know that harmonization of lists are going on, and in states, very few states where that, will not be possible. Of course, June 23, we'll sort it out.
But now, I know some of the headlines too there was talking about again, some of the congresses, how you're going to stop inauguration of Tinubu and Mechi-backed state excos. Some of them also thinking, well, the battle line is indeed drawn in this particular case, and no matter whichever way the pendulum swings, is bound to cost your party some votes.
Well, you see, my take on that is, for instance, the particular case of Lagos State, the party did not actually say, oh, we are not taking Lagos list. What the party says is some people are raising concerns over the issue of 57 local governments. There is only 20 that they recognize. And so it's very simple. I mean, elections were done, congresses were done and held in the 20 local governments that the party recognizes. So even if that is the case, of course, the party will go ahead to take that, the 20.
But what about those who ordinarily would have said, well, the ones that were recognized, the ones that were attended, the party leader was there, Tinubu was there, you had the state governor who was there, you had several others who attended that particular one to authenticate it.
Yes, and the panel from Abuja
also was there to supervise it. So the other ones didn't have as much people. So ordinarily, this would not be an issue. But why are they making this an issue all of a sudden, saying no? Those other group have raised a concern. Isn't it to make a point?
No, but that's politics for you. That's politics for you. It happens everywhere. But I can assure you that, as of yesterday, there are moves within the party, to bring the various tendencies together and sort it out amicably. I can assure you that this will not affect the party in any way. We will come out of it.
Let's just look at a couple of things here. So your party recognizes 20 local governments. I'm using the Lagos example now, out of about 50 or thereabout, right? So if you have supporters during elections from the other local governments, you won't need them.
Oh, why not?
But you don't recognize them for council and local government elections, congresses rather, but you recognize them for other elections.
You see, the remaining, I mean, the administrative councils in the states exist mainly for administrative conveniences. But we are talking of, this time around, we are talking of the Constitution. And since the other group had threatened, you know, to go to court over the issue, and the Constitution is supreme, and our party is a law-abiding party, I see no reason why, you know, there'll be any furor over it.
Today, there's going to be that meeting, the NPDP group. They continue their meeting with the vice president-led team.
Yeah.
But then it's going to be a big one as well. There's been several comments as to them threatening if the demands are not met, who knows if they will pull out. Some other persons have thought, look, yeah, you could pull out all you want. It won't mean or cost the party anything. What do you see happening?
I see the NPDP staying back because, I mean...
But they have a condition, precedent.
Absolutely.
Does that mean that their condition will be met, the demand will be met?
I am certain that some middle road of some sort will be achieved between the NPDP and the party.
What could the middle road mean here?
You see, they have some conditions like you mentioned.
So
some of the
they want the position of the Senate President and the Speaker. That's what they're asking, primarily. Because they said, look, the old ACN got the Vice President. The old CPC got the President.
Yes.
So the NPDP bloc who came in and delivered also need some guarantees.
Yeah, but the NPDP currently occupy the two positions that you mentioned.
Yes, but they're asking for subsequently.
Well, you see, that will be left to the leaders of our party to decide. I am not in a position to decide that, but I do know that from the snippets that we are hearing, the party is interested in their staying in the party. I mean, they are members of our party, very important personalities that we need in the party, and we cannot afford to let them go or to lose them.
But how about those who think that, well, the Vice President leading this, whatever